The Disney-Fox merger is something that I'm very fascinated by, predominantly because of the impact on the MCU at large. And by that, I'm referring to the type of content Fox produces versus the type of content that Marvel Studios produces. One of the things I really love about the Netflix Marvel shows is they don't shy away from violence. They play on adult themes. I mean, the first season of Jessica Jones has her getting down and dirty with Luke Cage multiple times, to the point of in one scene, they literally break the bed and they're like, yeah, round dose. They play on the adult themes and it works really, really, really well. And then when Fox is coming in as a vertical to Disney, and we're hearing that there are going to be R-rated films over on that side, arguably Deadpool, and possibly X-Force, which is now maybe going to be a limited event TV series. I got no idea. All right, that's up in the air on that one right there. But what we're curious about is whether or not Black Widow would in fact be rated R, because there's been many reports of that this movie would be rated R. Kevin Feige has now shot that down, saying the movie will not be rated R. It will not be rated R. It should be rated R. It should, absolutely should. 100% should. But here's in fact what Feige himself has to say. He says, in an interview with Comic Book, Feige was asked about the possibility of a Black Widow R rating, and the Marvel boss said that was never in the cards, saying it was never going to be. Somebody writes, I hear it's R rated, and then everybody writes it up. The thing is, though, they're missing out on a grand opportunity to tell a dark and twisted story of Natasha Romanoff's Red Room experience and being the Black Widow and what she did as an assassin. We don't need this to take place after Avengers Infinity War. People, I think, look, here's the deal with this one. I think it all hinges on Captain Marvel's success. If I'm being clear, if I'm being honest here, if Captain Marvel knocks it out of the park, being the first female-led film in the MCU, 22 films in, and it was the first film that kicked that out of the park. If it does well, PG-13, they're going to make Black Widow PG-13. If Captain Marvel fails, if Captain Marvel falls, if it stumbles, it doesn't hit the mark, if it's not considered a win, it's considered a flop, then they possibly could make it rated R, because they know that then the spectacle of it might be able to drive more people to the theater and get more people to check out Scarlett Johansson in this type of role. Now, we learned in 2014 with the R-rated Lucy that Scarlett Johansson can in fact dominate the box office with an R-rated action film. Despite the string theory ending, Luc Besson, you weird French bastard, there's clearly a market there for her in those roles. So I'm going to be very curious to see if they do ultimately go down that path, provided it all boils down to Captain Marvel. And again, the reason why it boils down to Captain Marvel is because of the money. If the money is there in PG-13 world, they're not going to move away from PG-13 movie. But they really should. I mean, they really should push Scarlett Johansson towards the R rating with Black Widow. But there is the other side of that as well. That would be if they are planning to extend her contract within the Marvel Cinematic Universe to do more movies within the Avengers realm. To them, it's going to be very hard to have her go off and straight like decapitate people or ice people or gun them all down and then come back over to a more PG friendly world. You know, a more family friendly PG-13 world. That's what they're worried about. They're worried that there's not going to be that once they go R-rated, they're never going to be able to go back to it. And you know what? I think we live in an age where it's entirely possible for that to happen. I think the kids that are going to go see the Avengers movies aren't going to go see Black Widow. And I don't think you're going to get a lot of people upset that an R-rated film had a character go over to a PG-13 film. I don't think people are going to care about that, not as much as I think Feige is maybe worried about. But even then, it's not necessarily Feige. He's talking about Alan Horn, and he's talking about Bob Iger, and both of them are focused on the money side of it and the optics side of it and everything else. So that's at least my view, my take on that one. I am curious to know your thoughts and your opinions on this. Do you think that ScarJo should go R-rated for Black Widow, or should they keep her PG-13 over there to not offend the sensibilities of the people who go and see the Avengers movies in droves? I mean, who knows? Anyway, your thoughts, your opinions, write them down below. Thumbs up the video. Talk to you all later. Have yourself a great day, and peace out. Hey, thank you so much for watching the video. I greatly appreciate it. While you're here, feel free to check out that subscribe button. Help with the channel out. Or you can watch any of the newest videos and make sure that you're caught up to date with what's going on in Hollywood and entertainment. So that way, when you're at work tomorrow, you can wow your friends with the information you learned from watching these videos. That's right. I said it. Subscribe.